Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming, and today we are playing Football Manager 2019. We're back with Kaiserslautern, Die Roten Teufel. Transfer window is slammed shut. We've made a few minor adjustments, mostly in the name of money, and the injury hits just keep coming. Let's go ahead and take a look at the transfer window. Transfer history. We got a big offer for Jan Ole Sievers, 160 rising up to 200,000. Bear Grylls is equal to Jan Ole at this point. Jan is better in the air. Bear Grylls is a little bit better with distribution and communication. So we just took the money and ran. We went ahead. We made Grylls our Leonard Grylls is his name. Our Leonard Grill, I think. Yeah. Our starting goalkeeper. We moved a 17-year-old up for our backup. So we'll see how that goes. And then we just kept getting offers from Manuel Arndt here. And initially I turned them down. They were asking 10, 12, 14,000 is what they're asking to pay. But eventually I got to a point where everybody wanted him. And I got like 12 offers for 45,000. So I accepted them. Now, I think he's going to be very good, potentially. But this personality of Fickle really bothered me. And we've got a couple of other good young strikers. Are you going to hop down, Jello? Yeah, I was all chilling and relaxed because we have a kitty cat here today. We've got puppy dogs too, but why don't you hop down? It's a good girl. Let's see, did I move the camera too much there? Are we? Oh, we messed something up. There we go. Let's go with that. We'll play leaning back today, all relaxed. Okay. Anyway, so the Fickle bothers me, and we've got some other options. So we decided to I accepted those and let him move on. So we brought in a couple youngsters, director of football youth, or whatever our youth manager guy is called. I've completely spaced the name of that title. Brought in Holger Sauer here, and he's going to be good, I think. He plays on the right wing, fairly determined. Physicals look pretty decent. Remember, he's only 15 years old at this point, and he's already pretty decent physically. Very determined, a little bit aggressive. We might need to tone that down a little bit. We'll have to see how that goes, but good crossing, good first touch. I think he's going to be excellent. And so I didn't see any need to stop that. I think we brought him in on a free, I believe. Yep, wasn't a free, wasn't an issue. The next player, and this is one I brought on. My scouts popped up with him in the middle of transfer deadline day. And we just made some money for Jan Ole. So we decided we would take a flyer. 19,000 is what we paid. And yeah, I think he's going to be okay. We'll just have to kind of see. He's a defensive player. He's got a fair amount of potential, 4.5. I think him and Isaac are going to kind of compete against each other to be a defensive center of the future. We've got Gokhan Gul in there now, but he's just a loanee. So we're going to need somebody for next year. We need somebody to step up. And I think he's pretty decent. Okay. He's at least fast with decent positioning. Heading, marking need to come up, but tackling's already a 14. So I think we get a little bit more positioning. Hopefully composure comes up a little bit as well, and I think he'll be very good. So we brought him in, just stashed him on the Kaiserslautern 2 team for the moment. We'll get him some experience, and we'll see how that goes. Injuries. Medical center. Well, we got a couple more big ones here. We got Yannick Sternberg out 2 to 3 more weeks. It was originally 3 to 5, I think, is what they said. And Oscar's out 3 to 5 as well. Maybe it was 3 to 4, and it's been a little bit. So we've continued to get the moderate to major injuries rolling through. We've also got some youngsters that got hit. Our young, very fast target man, if I can find him here, right here. He's still at the top. Also 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, you can see how, these are our under 19s. 10 days to 4 weeks, 3 to 5, 6 weeks to 3 months, 7 days to 3 weeks. We haven't looked at Mamadou yet here before, but acceleration of 16, pace of 13, heading of 15. I'd already considered him bringing up, and if we were to run a two-striker formation and running him just as a target man. He's very quick. He can get in position very well. good heading. If his anticipation and was a little bit higher, we might have. He's already got a lot of flair, and his off the ball is pretty good. So I think we just keep an eye on him and see what happens. Vision's a little poor. That's the other kind of playmaking disability. But I think he's going to be very good. They have him as a poacher there. I think that's silly. I think I am going to, well, his heading's already good. Let's leave it there because it will work on his finishing and first touch. Whereas if we go target man, no, target man, it works on him too. Let's start. I'm not doing the individual training for the under 19s. We'll just leave him as he is. I don't have a problem with him training poacher at the moment. I think that'll be fine. Anyway, he's on the way up. As long as we're talking about the youths of the future, let's talk about some of these players we got going on here. This is on our Kaiserslautern 2 team. We've got Sven Ogden here. This is our team leader of the future. Probably next season we'll bring him up. We'll see how it goes. But you can see he's got a leadership of 12, but that's up. He's already got a teamwork of 17. Left only, he's resolute, so we'd love to have him up there and as a team leader for mentoring purposes, right? If he's team captain and we can bring him up a little bit, that would be excellent. First touch is already good, 12, passing 12, and he's got vision. Anticipation needs to come up a little bit. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with him. Everything's coming up. His physicals need to come up a bit, but he's got some stamina and he's strong, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, pretty happy with him. Matthew Mon, this is did we talk about him yet? I don't remember if we did or not. I don't think so. I thought I just signed him as well, but he didn't show up as. Let's look at Matthew here. Now I'm confused. History, career stats. Yeah, I just got him as well. Was he not on our list of transfers? I remember talking about a defensive center. I don't remember. Yeah, we talked about him. Anyway, so he's there. Defensive center of the future. We've got Giacomo here. He's got 4-star potential. You know, right, left, he can play both. He's a left wing, left-footed. We'll see how that goes. I'm not spectacularly excited about him, but, you know, he could prove me wrong. Bjorn Schweinsteiger, this is our new backup goalkeeper right here. He's 17 years old, which means he is old enough to play at the moment on the squad. And again, he's got potential. There's not much there, but we'll just bring him up to the main squad, leave him available for Kaiserslautern 2s, and hope we don't need him this season. And Danny Menig, this is why we were willing to let Arndt go. Because we have Danny Menig here. He's 17 years old. He's already got a finishing of 15, first touch of 15, heading of 13. He's fast already. He's got flair. We need a little bit more anticipation. We'd like to see that off the ball come up a little bit, but you can see it's climbing pretty high. It's up to 8 at the moment. Otherwise, I'm super happy with him. I'd love to see technique come up a little bit too. He is probably Timmy's replacement. Timmy's 28 years old. I foresee next season Danny being on our first team and Timmy being gone. And if we don't ever get anything out of Huff, Danny may be our starting striker next season. We'll just have to play that by ear, but I think he's going to be very, very good. And we've got Hassan Kolak here. We'll take a quick look at him if you haven't seen him yet. 4-star potential, 17, and Mehmet Yilmaz here as well. More 4 stars. So it's kind of our players of the future. So let's go ahead and play a game. We got to figure out what the squad is. We do have the injured Yannick Sternberg and Osger just got injured, so they are out for the moment. That's fine. We've got Gabriel Izik for the mid-center. We've gone ahead and moved Flavius up to our defensive left. He is still just better than Ture. We'll see if that stays that way, but for the moment, he is. Jan, Florian, Theodore, Alphonse, and Timmy on the bench. I haven't been very happy with Gino lately. He hasn't been, you can see he's playing a 6-5-4. He hasn't been much better, but let's put him in and see how that works. Tactics-wise, I think I want to be running that more as a box-to-box midfielder, so we get a little bit more out of him. We'll leave him as a defensive line, deep line playmaker and attacking, so we get a little bit more people in. We've got Zook. Do we want Zook to be a strike? Let's go back to inverted winger. These guys cut in, these guys stay out. We'll see how it goes. I think that will work. What do we have today? Oh, or tomorrow as the case may be. Sorry, I came back a little bit early as it turns out. That's fine. We'll have a couple clicks here. Before we into this 10 minutes. Okay. I do need to do my praising and criticizing here. Timmy needs to be criticized for that. We'll do that right now. That's pretty horrible. One more reason why he might be gone next season. And Jan Lohmannsrobin, I really like him, but his training's been pretty horrible too. And we know we've got some mid centers waiting to come up. We're going to replace Chire while we're here too. May as well. I don't have to worry about it later. I'll probably go back through and praise the other people who are over 8. But for now, let's roll through this. Got my German beer glass, one of the last few ones I have from when I lived there, although I do have Dr. Pepper in it. And I've got my, can we see it? Got my Adidas hoodie on, so we're in a Deutsche frame of mind here. From strength to strength. Oh. Well, that's okay. He's not really talking about my appointment. He didn't say, but we've done well. But we had a good team, to be fair. I haven't looked to see kind of how the season before, like, we've seen that we've had some pretty serious injuries, but they haven't crippled the team, even though they've really hurt a few times. We've always been able to work around them. But we can see how bad some of those injuries were, and some of the players they had on the team when we came over, how injury prone they were. Even though those weren't the players that got injured for us, which is amazing. So it's entirely possible that he just had some bad injuries last year. Last year in real life, I haven't checked. But in the game as well, to get demoted. Turn down my volume a little bit so it doesn't wipe out the microphone. Hand over to the assistant. We haven't really got much out of our team talks this season. Let's go ahead and do the I have faith. I think we've been... Oh, we forgot to talk about how we played. We played okay. We did lose a match. I forgot all about that. We looked good in training. I think we'll be fine. As fine as we were going to be anyway. I forgot to talk about the past matches. We lost a match. Otherwise, we've been okay. I think it was a 1-0 loss. We'll check it afterwards. All right. Gokengul gets a head on it, puts it out, but they keep it in. Nice shot in, but Bear Grylls there gets a hand on it, puts it over the top. Oh, hold on, look, we're up against Wolfgang. Look at that, the future against the past for us. Although he was signed just the season we got there, and then we never played him. So we'll have to see how that goes. Interesting. They've had all the shots so far, so we haven't tested Wolfgang yet. Wooten pushes it forward to Kujovic. He just boots it hard, but wide left. Had no control on that. That just went weird off his foot. We've had the possession. We just haven't been able to get anything going. And most of the season has been this way. You know, we haven't had a lot of highlights. We've done okay when we've had the opportunities. But again, low possession. Oh my God, nothing he could have done about that. That was just horrible touch by Gokengul. Bad first touch, comes off his foot. It was like a beautiful little shuttle pass to Kovacic, I think is what just happened there. Comes off his head. No, beautiful little knock pass headed down to Kujovic. I won't blame that too badly on Gokin. That kind of stinks. That's kind of how we lost the match we did lose to. You know, one little bad moment, and we're not good enough to score many goals. But Huth is there. Oh, and he misses it again. Same thing last game. He missed just a dead set shot right in front of it. Really been disappointed with. He's got great finishing, and yet he hasn't been doing anything. And Alphonse is injured. Okay. Put Fechner in. See if Gino can do anything. Come on, Gino. Yeah, we haven't got anything out of Elias. It's really bothered me, and I don't know why. I think the numbers are there. You know, he's just not scoring. I mean, if we look, he's got dribbling, finishing, first touch, all good. So he should be good down there. His composure's not great, but it's not terrible for this level. I'd like it to be a little bit higher, but he's got some flair, I don't, and he's got great technique. I just don't understand why he doesn't score goals. But that's, like I said, last game, well, our loss, I don't know if that's the last game or not. He missed just a sitter. And it's really, it's costing us points. We've the rest of the team's played okay. We've got ourselves set up to where we need to set up. Losing a set piece goal, that's just going to happen. Those are going to pop up. We have played better here. 5 shots, 3 been on target. There's that clear-cut chance that we missed on. I think I'm just going to say I'm disappointed. I can't say I'm disappointed, apparently. No, I can either be upset there's no way to say, hey, you need to be better. All we can say is we're already better. We're already better. Nobody knows how we're losing. Show me something. I'll just say unlucky. I mean, he did miss the one shot, but we're not going to give him too much longer. We're going to give him till 60, and then we're putting Timmy in. Why is Leonard frustrated? He hasn't played badly. Flavius is furious. Hard to tell. I mean, it's been pretty even up to this point. Zook puts it up to Neudecker. Neudecker sits on a little bit long. Zook tries to cross one in, but it just doesn't have the height to get out to Malcolm, who eventually gets it. Why Malcolm's playing out there and hasn't backed off in the first place, I don't know. Feshner. Come on, Malcolm, get out of there. That's not where you should be. Not even a little bit. You should not be on the wing. Need to swap places with one of the guys that is. Go. Oh, we've got both. I'll have to fix that. That's a mistake. Because, yeah, we've got Cruiser and Botesser sitting back here, whereas we had Gokhan Ghoul and Malcolm playing up there. We need to check that on that set piece, because that's clearly not going to work for us. I mean, they either... Leonard comes way out and then doesn't play it, or misplays it, I guess, and we give up the second goal. But ultimately, this problem is with the set piece, with our players just not where they're supposed to be. Demand more. Attacking. Tactics. Timmy. Yada. False 9. Confirm. All right. I don't know how we get 2 goals back. There's Huth. He's through. He hasn't been pulled off yet, and he misses the goal. 2 clear-cut chances, 0 goals for Huth. I considered selling him in the transfer window, and didn't. And I'm beginning to wonder why. Viata gets tackled at mid-center. Kister gets it. Klingman. They start to move it back forward again. Wooten runs through. Everybody's through. Somehow, though, he doesn't matter. Linsmeyer gets the goal. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm honestly surprised we haven't had a match like this before today. But this one really bothers me. I'll have to look to see how the set piece is set up on those corners for defense, why it's got our defensive center backs on the wing, because I don't think I've seen that before. And then our wings in the back. I mean, I don't mind playing the defensive centers up on a set piece, but they need to be on the goal line, right? They're there for their heading, not for their playmaking out on the wings. So I'll have to check, see what's going on with that. Neudecker. Feshner, again, just too casual. Let somebody take the ball from him. Feshner just hasn't been very good for us. Again, the stats are great. I really like to keep him because we got to keep young players, and homegrown players. And as far as ability goes, he's probably the best we have, and yet we're not getting anything out of him. So I don't know. Maybe we start thinking about the young players of the future now. You know what I'm saying? Dressing room, I think we go angry. I'm far from pleased. That was terrible. I mean, 6'4", 6'5", 6'3". I think we might have to tell some players off this match. Yeah, and that drops us to 8. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the schedule gave us last time. So that's 2 losses in a row. The 0-1 to Darmstadt, I'm disappointed with because we had the goal. Elias had the shot, and you can see there 6.3, and he just missed it. It was pretty terrible. And you guys saw that. So that's it. That's all we've played, just the 2 matches, and they're both losses. So I say we need to have 42 points-ish at the end. 44. That's 4 points every 3 matches. So if we take a look at competitions, you can see we've got 7 matches, 5 in. We need to get a draw in the next match to stay on our 4 points every 3 matches pace. So there's that. Our goal differential is now bad. Although there's only a couple teams that are reasonably slightly better than us. He's delighted. That doesn't matter. And Stuttgart too, because of frustrating. All right, well, like I say, I don't know what to do with Gino. How long is he gonna be injured? He'll be back. And I don't know what to do about Elias because he's clearly better than everything else we have. For now, I think I'm going to put Timmy on there. We're paying him too much money not to play him is the problem. But we're just not getting goals out of him. 6.54. If we look at our last 5 games, let's look at it from the back. These 2 are starters, right? These are starters. Our 2 worst should be 2 of our best players from just a straight ability standpoint. And there you go. I don't know. Frustrating. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back and we'll play a bit more. Maybe we'll come back for the next Pokal match. Maybe we'll come back for this one here. We'll see how things go. Anyway, cheers.